Aloha gang, Dr. Russ Rosen here, and if you would allow me, I would like to give you this. Can you see it? Yep, this article called Practice Growth and the Weakest Link. It's 7 pages, it's extremely detailed, and I'm really confident it's something that you would benefit a lot from. So let me ask you, what differentiates offices who are experiencing tremendous growth and wild success from those merely limping along, or even worse, dying on the vine, and they're just never able to reach their goals or their potential? Now, what I know for sure, having been coaching doctors since 2000, both doctors and their offices face the exact same challenges. So when it comes to breaking through their glass ceiling and growing their practice successfully, they both have the exact same challenges. The difference is what they do with them. So the basic premise to growing a practice is really straightforward, and it's actually very simple. Create space for patients, fill that space, reorganize and create more space, fill it again, reorganize and create more space, and fill it again. Now, the only way we can do that is to ensure that there are no capacity blocks or bottlenecks along the way. And again, this is really simple, but it's not easy. Now, many of us have experienced roller coaster rides of building a practice only to see it plummet back to where it was. And it often just feels like there's an invisible glass ceiling that we just keep banging our head against, and we can't break through no matter how hard we try. Now, the reason for this roller coaster riding, the ensuing comfort zone, is really simple. Every single practice has the same, what I call growth potential units, or GPUs. Also, you may have heard the term capacity blocks or bottlenecks. Again, I like to just call them GPUs. And the GPUs are like the links in a chain. And in a chain, and every practice, no matter how successful, is only as strong as its weakest link. So what are the different GPUs? I've broken them down to 8 of them. We have staff and teamwork. We have the amount of time that you spend with the patient. You might call it treatment time or session time. Could be your visit 1, your visit 2, but it's the amount of time that the doctor is actually spending with the patients. It's scheduling, practice systems, space and equipment, marketing, pricing, and self. Okay, let's take a look. Let's say that you've been collecting $20,000 a month, and no matter what you do, you keep hitting the glass ceiling and you can't break through it. Now, I get it. You may do a big marketing campaign or something like that, and it'll pop you up to 24, 25,000 a month, but then it'll drop you back down to 20,000 a month, or sometimes even below that. Sound familiar? All right. So why does this happen? How does this happen? Again, it's really simple. Let me give you an example. Imagine that you have 8 GPUs, okay? And 7 of them are doing really good and what I would call a $30,000 a month practice, okay? So 7 of the 8 are at a $30,000 a month practice level, and one of them is at a $20,000 a month level. Now you can continue to work on all of the 7 $30,000 a month issues and get those even better and better, maybe even up to $40,000 a month. But no matter what you do, the practice will always settle down at 20,000. How come? Sure, because it's the weakest link, and you're only as strong as your weakest link. Now, if on the other hand, you spend the time and energy upgrading that $20,000 one, as soon as you upgraded that link, your practice would jump to 30,000 a month. It would be your new comfort zone, right? So in other words, your previous glass ceiling becomes your brand new floor. And that's how it works. And so many of us just keep working on these things and we're missing our weakest link. And that's why our practices usually crawl along from 20,000 to 25, 20,500 to 21 to 22, etc. But when you clean these things up, you see them pop up 20,000, 25, 33, 40, 47. That's how it grows when you're really hitting these weakest links. Now, also in this article, I talk about headspace and procedures always, because I'm always talking about headspace and procedures. And the other thing I talk about is through a different lens. Look, people ask me all the time, how do I grow my practice? How do I grow my patient visits? And it comes down to three things. And as far as I know, and I've been doing this since 2000, coaching, there's only three possible ways to increase your patient visits. I could increase my number of new patients, and I like to say quality new patients. I could increase my sign up rate, and I could increase my PVA or retention. Think about this. If you saw 10 new patients a month and you doubled it to 20, what would happen to your practice? Say it out loud. Sure, you double your practice. If your sign up rate, you had 10 new patients and 2 signed up for care. If all of a sudden 4 signed up for care, you doubled the sign up rate, what would happen to your practice? You double your practice. If your retention, how long the average person stays with you, and you can figure that out by just taking, say, like 3 months worth of patient visits divided by the number of new patients during that period of time. Average is 20, kind of around the world. In a health and wellness practice, the minimum that I see is 60. I want it to be well over 100. I have lots of docs who are well over 100, even 200. If you double your retention, you double your practice. And obviously, if you double all of those, it explodes exponentially. Now, doctors will also ask me about increasing their income. And obviously, if you increase the things we just talked about and you're seeing more people, you'll increase your income. But you can also do a fourth piece, which is you can, of course, raise your fees or add income streams. And those are just things that obviously you could do. Now, obviously, there are a lot of factors that lead to all of these. But when I'm working with doctors, I ask them to take a look at these GPUs, right? And we just start off with, what am I going to focus on? Increasing my new patients, my sign-up rate, my retention, my prices, my income streams. Then take a look at the GPUs, and then you'll be amazed at what happens. Now, this article right here that I would love to give to you is the kind of thing that we just give in the club. So if you're in the OHC club, you'll see the link below. Just go ahead and download that article. Please read it through. Let me know if you have any questions. And then, well, in the masterclass session, we can dive into more detail if you like. If you're in the OHC community and you also would like a copy of this, just go ahead and say, yes, me, or article, or whatever you like in the comment section, and I will go ahead and I will send that to you. So I hope that you found that valuable. I hope you will take me up on this article. And as always, much love and aloha. Bye, gang.